What's going on, everybody? Crypto Renegade here again with another video for you, and in today's video we are going to be doing yet another hardware wallet comparison here for you. We are going to be taking a look at the BC Vault. Brand new wallet, comes with a brand new company. We're going to go into some of the details on this as well. And then on my right here we have the SafePal wallet, which is Binance's unique entry-level hardware wallet, but don't let the price fool you. This is actually very, very different. Actually, both of these wallets have really, really different, unique aspects about them that make them different than most of your run-of-the-mill hardware wallets that you see on the market today. So let's kind of jump into this. We're going to cover same three categories that I've done in the last few videos, which have been really helpful. We're going to take a look at the design, form factor, and usability of the device, as well as addressing the security. Secondly, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the coin support, make sure that it supports the coins that you need, and I'll point out any specific unique coins that each wallet holds. And then we will end on the price comparison of these devices, and if I had to choose one wallet, which one I would personally choose if I only had to choose one. So stick around for the whole video and you will not be disappointed. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it here. So on my left here, we're going to start with the BC Vault. So the BC Vault is a fairly new hardware wallet to the market here, and it's got some really, really unique features that I really want to go over with you here. So I'm going to kind of talk about it as I unbox it and kind of pull it up here. I will have a review video down below for just this wallet and its specific aspects as well, so you can go ahead and check that as a link in the description. But before I pull this out, I do want to point out that this particular device was sent to me for review purposes, and it is a limited edition. So I will explain kind of the difference between the device that you're going to see here in just a second versus the one that if you purchase in the description with the link. I'll explain kind of what the difference is here. So let me go ahead and pull this out. All right. So here is the BC Vault. So like I mentioned, the one that they sent me here for review is a limited edition, meaning it's the metallic and aluminum casing. The one that is available to you is going to be the exact same design and form factor as this. The only difference is it's got a matted, higher quality plastic texture cover, and it is all black. So that's just really the only difference here between what you see versus what you'll actually get. But what's really, really cool about this particular device is the way that it's set up, the security algorithm, and I'll touch on that in just a second. Just taking a look at the form factor and the design here, as you can see, it's a fairly larger wallet. It's got a very hefty screen, a directional D-pad, and a single button here in the middle for confirming your selection. On the side here, it does come with an SD card slot, and in the box will come with an actual 16 gig SD card as well. This is utilized for firmware upgrades, as well as if you do want to sign anything offline and then input it into the device to sign as well, you are able to do that. This has got a USB-C connector here. So this wallet is not wireless. That's one of the things that I wish it did have, but this one is only accessible via the web application or the desktop application on the computer. So this particular device is really, really interesting. When you set it up, you don't actually use a BIP39 recovery seed like you would normally with most other hardware wallets, such as like a 12-word or a 24-word recovery seed that you write down. What you do is you physically shake the device, and it will generate through the algorithm. It will actually generate its own private keys and its own security method for the device when you initialize it and set it up, which is really interesting. The backup for this is it allows you to create a specific QR code backup, which I actually kind of like. So instead of, for instance, if you were to write down your recovery seed on a sheet of paper, put it in your sock drawer or wherever it is, if someone were to come across that, they could actually take those 12 to 24 words and import it into another wallet, and your funds are gone. I kind of like that extra security feature is that you have a QR code as a backup, so if some unsuspecting people do come across it, they're not going to think twice. It's not going to be as obvious that it is a backup to your device and to your funds. So just a little thing that I noticed and that I personally like that they've made a difference on as far as the backup and the seed phrase that's encrypted via QR code. But what's really, really cool about this device here is this device allows you to have up to 2,000 different encrypted wallets, not coins, 2,000 individual encrypted wallets that are enabled for multi-sig. And why is that important? So For instance, if I want to have multiple people share a wallet and have authorization on a particular wallet, I can very easily enable that on this device, and I've actually tested it as well. So what that means is that I can securely share this device with my friends, with my family, because when I hand it off to someone, you can enable it with individual pins that you access on the web application, and then each wallet has its own particular pin that you can set up. You can set up a custom pattern via the D-pad as well, and then in addition to a password, a D-pad setup, as well as a 4 to 8 digit pin on each wallet. You can have multiple people have access to multiple wallets, either shared wallets or individual wallets, and no one can gain access to those other wallets. So this is one of the only devices that I've seen that is you can securely share and use with multiple people. In addition to that, you can have shared wallets with family members. You could have shared wallets with companies or corporations, you know, like a CEO, CTO, CFO, that kind of thing, where everyone can have their own kind of security level on it, on individual shared wallets. Shared wallets as well as individual wallets that you can kind of mix and match. Now, this device will hold not only all those individual wallets at once, but everyone can utilize this individually without compromising any security. And this is unlike any other hardware wallet that I've ever seen or used because of those particular features. So that's really, really interesting, and one of the things that I really, really like about this device. The overall user experience in using the device, I'll have a link in the video below. You can kind of see a demo of how it looks and how it works, but very, very easy to use, very, very clean, and you know, the security measures with multi-signature, you know, just makes everything, in my opinion, way more secure. This does have a CCEL5 Plus security element chip as well, and it's also got some really interesting internals that make it a really more secure with their custom algorithm as well, which is actually really, really nice. So that's the BC Vault. On my right here is the SafePal. Now, if you haven't heard of SafePal, this is a new entry-level wallet made by Binance, which is one of the largest crypto exchanges in the entire world. But it's actually got a very, very unique design. So it kind of is roughly the size, as you can see here, of a credit card. But as you can see on the device, there's only one button for activating it. And there is one micro USB slot here, which is only used for charging. Now, this is a wireless only device, but what makes it, you know, not only just wireless, this is a really, really unique and a secure method of transmission and communication, because there is no USB port for using and setting it up. There's no Bluetooth connection. There's no Wi-Fi. There's no NFC. There's essentially no wireless connections. There's no way for this to be intercepted or for it to be hacked. So how do you actually use the device? The answer is QR codes. So this device here actually, and I'll see if it'll turn on if it has enough battery here, but there's a 1.3-inch screen, as you can see in the upper right. And this device also has a D-pad as well for navigating, and is managed via an iOS and Android app. So what it does here is this device here actually has a camera on the back. So if you are, let's say you want to transfer funds from your mobile hot wallet from your phone onto this device, you simply just need to scan the QR code on the screen here, and vice versa, because this one has a camera. So you can actually transfer funds from hot and cold storage directly onto this device because it has a built-in camera. So the screen here not only has a QR code, which is really easy for your user experience in transacting and sending and receiving funds, but it also will display the full wallet address. The screen is big enough to display the full wallet address so that you can verify that the wallet address on your smartphone matches the hardware wallet device, which is a really good security measure to do, because these transactions can't be undone. You want to make sure that each device securely displays and matches. So that's one of the things that I really, really like about this device. Not only that, this is an entry-level device, so it's actually at the current price in the current moment, which I'll cover in just a second here, is actually one of the cheapest hardware wallets on the market that I've ever used, and I would actually recommend. So the quality and the design of it I really, really like. Like I mentioned, it's about the size of a credit card, but it doesn't feel cheap or flimsy or anything. It does feel, you know, fairly sturdy and fairly secure for a device of this measure. Now, this is more of a higher end device. This is more of an entry level device. So it is in a way kind of comparing a little bit in a sense of apples and oranges, but I want to talk about briefly the coin support, and then we'll end on the price comparison here. So on the BC Vault, some of the unique coins that you're going to have in addition to your main market cap coins, your Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Dash, XRP, those kinds of things. This one uniquely is going to have ICX icon. It's going to have Syndicator, which is CND. It's also going to have OMG, Amise Go, and there's a lot of good native apps that are unique on this wallet that you're not going to find anywhere else. You can also use any ERC20 token as well, so there is a lot of coin support on this one, and even since I've had it, they've had a few firmware upgrades and added a huge list of new coins. So the development team on this one is really, really thorough, and it's going to hold pretty much any coin you can think of. You can check the link down below in the description and verify any specific coin that you're curious about if it's going to work, but chances are with the BC Vault this has a very, very wide array of coin support for the portfolio, for people with larger portfolios and aren't just looking to hodl Bitcoin or Ethereum. So very, very good there. The SafePal, as I mentioned, this is an entry-level wallet. I will say that it is lacking in the coin support area in comparison to other hardware wallets that I've noticed. So it's going to hold natively Dash, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and BNB Coin. I believe currently those are the only native apps, but they are adding new coins all the time. It also will support the BNB blockchain, and it will also support ERC20 tokens as well. So this one is actually going to be expanding a lot more coin support as time goes on. I think they just recently added Digibyte as well. But you know, this is, again, because it's an entry-level wallet, it's not going to have some of the vast support that you're going to see on some of these higher-end wallets. It just kind of really depends on how new you are to the game and what your needs are for that. So that's kind of a rough recap on the coin support for these two. So let's go ahead and end on the price comparison. So as I mentioned, the BC Vault is kind of a mid-tier to higher tier device here. The current price for this right now is about 134 euros, which roughly translate to about $142 US, give or take, depending on what the exchange rate is. So I'll have a discount for both of these with links down below in the description, so you can check out what the current updated price is for the holiday season if you're interested in getting one of these wallets. So very, very interesting. That's the price, is roughly 142 US here. The SafePal, the standard price on this one is going to be $59. Right now they are running a promotion at least through Black Friday that's going to be only for $39, which is an amazing price. So for under $40, you can wirelessly and securely manage your crypto offline. And to me, that's an amazing price. That's cheaper than the Ledger Nano S. And in my opinion, if you look at some of my other review comparison videos, I would still take the SafePal over the Ledger Nano S just based on the user experience alone. So both of these wallets I really, really like, and they kind of have their pros and cons. If I had to ultimately choose between these two devices, it's actually a very difficult choice. I mean, this is more for someone who's a little more advanced, who has a larger portfolio, may need some extra security features like multi-signature, having extra security on multiple wallets, and you may want to share this device with family members, friends, things like that. If you're looking to do that, I would absolutely choose the BC Vault, because it is a very high quality and very, very user-friendly device. The one thing I don't like about it is it is required to use a computer. So there is no Bluetooth, or there is no web application, I'm sorry, there is no mobile application, and you do have to use a computer to use this. The SafePal is only $39 right now, extremely cheap entry point. It's going to hold your main market cap coins and some ERC20 tokens, but this will expand. So if you're brand new to the game and you're just getting started, you're not sure which one to get, and you don't know how large your portfolio is going to be, you really can't go wrong, especially at this price point, to get started here. So at the end of the day, if I really, really had to choose, for me personally, even though there are some trade-offs, I do like the quality and the support and security features of the BC Vault personally, so I would choose that. However, if you are, like I said, if you're new, you don't have that large of a portfolio, and you're just looking to hold some of those main coins offline securely, you can't go wrong with the SafePal. They're both high quality devices. There's not one that's better necessarily than the other. It really just depends on your needs, on your, what you like as far as using mobile versus tethered to a computer. And there's just some features here that each are unique for. It just really kind of depends on your personal preference. So that's going to go ahead and wrap it up today. Again, today's winner for me is personally the BC Vault here, but I will have individual reviews for these in the description below. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about any of these wallets, please leave me a comment down below in the description. Let me know what you think. I will personally answer them. If you liked the video, if you thought it was helpful in any way, if you helped you make a decision, please give it a thumbs up. If you thought it sucked, if you thought it needs work, if it didn't answer what you were looking for, give it a thumbs down. I'd like as much feedback as possible. And then finally, if you are new to the channel and you do enjoy crypto product reviews and learning about how to protect your private keys and any other new crypto projects that are coming out that I am following, please subscribe to the channel. That's it for today's video. Crypto Renegade out.